Beautiful. Hello. Wow. Hi everyone, it's Sarah Lee, Alternative Medium. I'm using a different type of light in here. I hope you can see all those lovely orbs moving around. I can assure you that there really isn't any other much movement in here at all to be creating such things. I have no fan on. I'm not moving around anything. And I'm certain if I slow this down, you'll be able to see them more clearly as well. So I'm using a UV light as well, which I think they quite like. So for me personally today, as you're watching all these lovely orbs shoot past, sometimes even a medium just needs to connect to their own loved ones, and that's what I've very much been doing in here today, which is an incredibly beautiful gift, and I will never personally take that for granted in any way, and I don't believe that anybody ever should. I have had an increase of spirits asking for rescue work, and I particularly helped a young man more recently from 1902 who sadly a sex worker, and he was 16 years old, and in those days, you know, there was no safeguards the way that we have today, and I know the world isn't perfect today, but it's a whole lot better than what that was, that those poor young people had to endure. I'm just going to adjust my light a little bit now. There. So I wondered, there is a lot of energy moving around. I wonder if any could go really close to my device over there. Maybe my device isn't picking things up too well. I'm sure it is. Does any spirit want to bring their energy closer to there? I feel the energy all around in the room, completely all around. I had a practice session in here the other day, and it was in no way as kind of full as it is today. It really is like a super highway really today, which is it feels really amazing. I'll be in here on Sunday doing spirit support work for any spirit who is lost. Wow. Feeling lost or confused. I have been picking up on a lot of those recently. How many of you will be joining me, I wonder, at the weekend for that practice session that I usually do on Sunday evenings? I always have a 5 in my head. I always have 5. I don't know if you come to me in 5s or what it is, but I do feel that there's a young person called Jack, again from the Victorian times, and I also feel that you might be linked to Michael, who visits me. Michael, who visits me. So definitely spirits from a Victorian age that I feel. But the movement in front of the camera seems to really have, oh, I say just calm down. I was going to say, does anyone want to bring their light really, really close in now? I wonder if I do a test with names, if the box will light up if you feel that I'm correct. So Michael, I feel that you're getting close to thinking about crossing over. Yeah. I know you've been watching, darling, and the thing is, I don't blame you, because you have to feel comfortable. And you don't know what to expect, but I think particularly you did watch that rescue that I did the other day as well, and maybe saw how beautiful that is. And I hope that helps. So thanks, Michael. Now, this is really strange because I have a sister who's very much alive in this world called Eva. But I feel like there is a spirit called Eva or Evie who may be watching this and want to come forward. It's not a necessity that my box lights up for responses, okay? That is very much what I sense. I also feel coming more into the modern times, so I feel like I'm in the late 60s, early 70s. I feel like there's a male called Kenneth. I want to say late 50s. I would say more specifically around 56. Very casual male. Will be looking for some assistance, or is certainly very curious. There's it almost sounds like David, but it's like a Dawid. Dawid, is that even a name? Dawid? I've never heard of that before. I don't even know if that's what that's another thing. But I think Michael, the young spirit lad Michael, will be the one that steps forward the most for my support. And I'll be happy to help you, Michael. So look, before I go, I just want to say to you all, thank you for the light show. It's really interesting because I'm looking in front of the camera as well. When things are moving around, I can't see any dust movement or anything going on. And the energy in the room is beginning to calm now, and then some of the activity is calming down here. So I just want to adjust my light again. Just try to get there we go, last time. So everyone, I'm just going to have a look at this video. I think I really needed this practice session today. It's been well needed. I've connected into guides, family members, a couple of friends that I miss and think about very much. Out of respect for people who might be watching this video, I won't be mentioning those names, but they are very much in my thoughts, and they're definitely here telling me they're absolutely fine today, and that is fantastic, because even though I'm a medium, and this is very interesting, okay, when you're developing spiritually, you might have people tell you that you can't feel emotion when somebody dies, or you shouldn't, because you know that there's life after death, because you connect to people who live on in the other world. You sense them, you're a healer, you know these things to be true, okay? But I've never really agreed with that. I think everybody has the right to go through the grieving process, and it's perfectly normal to go through a grieving process, whether you're religious, spiritual, whether you're not, okay? If somebody you love physically passes, somebody you care about, it's perfectly natural to feel all these emotions and go through the same, same things that other people do, although the experience is unique to you, okay? So I will never stop missing physically the people that I love who are crossed into spirit, but obviously feeling them like I have done today gives me immense comfort and absolutely boosts my energy 100%. So I want to say thank you very much to all the spirits that have visited me today, the ones that are going to come on Friday. So I just want to do a little kind of experiment, really. I see my I see my spirit box go, you know, the white recorder, that you might like me to use that on Sunday. Yeah, and you'll do your best to work with that, as will I, because I'm not sure the speaker is that I've brought for it is actually that great. But we can give it a go. Now, again, what I will say is I don't use these devices to prove there's a spirit world to myself. I speak to spirits all the time. I sense them all the time. I go into people's houses and I sit down and have a cup of tea, and I think, wow, there's stuff going on there. There's stuff going on there. I don't need devices, but for social media platforms and different things, you can't see what's in my mind. You can't see what I'm doing. So I talk about it and I talk you through it while that's very interesting that everything's picking up again while I'm using devices, so you can see something physical, whereas my priority is that real soul connection. So again, these are just devices to give a visual to what I'm doing. They are in no way a replacement of the work I do, and should never be for somebody who's developing a mediumship. They're simply another tool. Okay, so I'm going to sit in this lovely energy a bit more, adjust my light a little bit there, and say thank you to all the spirits that have come close to me today. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to thinking about, as the nights start to draw in soon, going out on some paranormal work to see if there's any spirits I can assist out in locations as well. Okay, so I'm sure there are spirits out there listening to that who feel very excited. Okay, as do I. But I send you love, lots of love, and Michael, maybe we'll speak more at the weekend. Okay. Okay, much love all. Bye-bye.